Hello, my name is Zealand, and I do things on the internet. What you're about to see was recorded live over 2 days on my Twitch channel. It's a fun new thing that we do where we watch major international tournaments. I bring in my alter ego, Clive, to do the broadcasting. For those that don't know, I am actually a professional sports broadcaster, and how I learned to do it was from video games. Then the issue with that is that the FIFA games and everybody that's broadcasting football or soccer do it in English accents. That's where Clive comes from, and may he add to your enjoyment of what was a fabulous tournament. If you like it, let me know. Reece, give him the groups on the other side of this cool Z thing. Portugal's won the group on 7 points, and Costa Rica has advanced to the knockout stages on 5. So the final Group B table is Nigeria on 7, Holland on 5, Greece on 2, and Chile on 1. Belgium is through in first position. Cameroon is through in second position thanks to goal difference over South Korea. But after their semi-final run in 2018, England is back in the knockout stages. Uzbekistan has been eliminated but captured hearts across the world. Well, that's quite the group. Germany first. Jamaica has finished in second position, and they are the first Caribbean nation to make a knockout stage appearance at a World Cup. And Brazil will achieve what many thought they would: first place in the group and a spot in the round of 16. The Italians, European champions from 2020, are leading the group over Sweden. But DR Congo, with a fabulous effort, they've come up just short, and a disappointing performance from Peru. In a top-heavy group, Argentina and Spain have gone through. Robert Lewandowski, in what is likely his last international tournament, will be exiting. These are the teams left that can win the World Cup. We've got a couple of Cinderellas. We've got Costa Rica. We've got Cameroon, Jamaica, Croatia, I guess. Not really a Cinderella anymore. Nigeria, of course, has a real chance to get to the quarterfinals, and then it'd be England or Belgium. I think this is shaping up really well for Germany and Belgium. Argentina, clearly, from what we saw again, the match against Spain is not right at the top level, you know? And so I think Germany or Belgium, maybe England. England does have a chance. Like, if England can win the match, they've got a straight road to the semifinal. They'll be the favorite against either of those teams. So it might just be that coming home atmosphere again, you know? Then this side, this is a bit stacked. Brazil, Spain, Italy are all in one corner of the bracket. Poor Jamaica, man. That's tough. Holland, Portugal, Cameroon, Croatia is going to produce a good team too. Holland, Portugal, or Croatia most likely. I think Croatia's a dark horse to win the whole thing. I don't know why exactly when you look at their team, but they're absolutely disgusting. This is the opening quarterfinal of the World Cup. The opening round of 16. It's all right, Clive he's getting warmed up here. It's Holland and Portugal. It's one of the finest ties we've been given in this round of 16. And the opening 15 minutes have passed with very little consequence, but it's difficult to break down this top Dutch defense. But Ronaldo is there, and Rafa, what a save by Sillerson. Romario Barro slips it on to Rafa, tied up for one, but not for two. Rafa's got a goal for Portugal. A bit of improvisation inside of the box. The Portuguese have the lead 5 minutes from half-time. Romario Barro will drag to the corner. He's flipped it into the middle. And Gedson Fernandez, he nearly put the whole match away, but he will anyways as the whistle is gone. Portugal, a dominant second-half display to see out a 1-0 win against a Dutch team that again struggled to create consistent goal-scoring opportunities. Perhaps 4 years too early for Holland. Belgium and England, two World Cup semi-finalists from 2018, now in 2022 in the round of 16, trying to make all the difference. Alexander-Arnold on for Sterling as we've gotten ourselves quite settled. Now Dele Alli again decides not to shoot and goes for Foden. Saved by Courtois. England and Belgium into the second half. Mason Mount has come in for Phil Foden. A bit of a controversial change, chat. Eden Hazard has come in for Origi. Rashford, Courtois, oh, he spilled it! England score! John Stones! It's John Stones for England! Thibaut Courtois dropped the ball! And John Stones has snatched it! Eden Hazard, Tielemans on for Timmy Castagne, who's picked it with his left foot this time. It's bouncing around at the edge of the area, and it settles with Tielemans, who's gone for Van Housden. Van Housden's driven ball! Oh, Romelu Lukaku! It had to be against England. It sat up for him perfectly. John Stones, the hero, John Stone's the villain. He's lost himself on Lukaku. Fikayo Tomori's made a mess of it. Romelu Lukaku with 5 minutes to play. It bounces to Denayer, and it's cleared by Belgium, and extra time is beckoning between England and Belgium. And Houston just allowed to float forward in this situation. Lukaku off the post! Oh, that was a chance for Romelu Lukaku. Penalties it is between England and Belgium in the round of 16. And Marcus Rashford taking for England in World Cup penalties, and he scored it. Hazard, most likely in his last World Cup here. Looking to make a good last impression if it comes to that. Oh, he slipped it by Henderson. Now Tammy Abraham, the young forward, in his first of what he hopes are many World Cup appearances. Takes the... Oh, beautiful. Romelu. He scored it. Again, Henderson right on the smoke trail. Mounts. He scored it. That was a wonderful penalty. Dean Henderson's been close. Closer than Courtois for certain. Tielemans saved by Dean Henderson. And there's questions to be asked about the penalty itself. It was not very good for Tielemans. Maddison. He takes the shot and he scored it. 4-2. He has to score it for Belgium. And he does. Keep the game alive for the Belgians. The centre half. John Stones. England are going through. 5 penalties, 5 conversions. Dean Henderson produced the save that Courtois could not. In a very unbelievably even match that deservingly ends in penalties. Goes to England. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Jamaica, Brazil. Y'all ready now? The surprise of the tournament. The Jamaican national team, the Reggae Boys. It's David and Goliath in the round of 16 at the World Cup. Leon Bailey and his men against the Brazilian national team in all their glory. Johnson's held the ball off against Casemiro. Charles Cook to Asafa Powell. He's got room here in the channel. Asafa Powell! Leon Bailey! Oh my word! What a start for Jamaica! Dance in the streets! Drink the red stripe. Jamaica's in the lead against Brazil. Asafa Powell to Leon Bailey. This is beyond dreamland. Neymar for Gabby Jesus. It's saved by Blake and cleared well by Lawrence. How deep can you dig in this situation if you're Jamaica? Because they have the lead at halftime against Brazil. The world in front of the TV in disbelief. All through to Danilo. This is lovely stuff. Firmino, Gabby Jesus. They got it back. They've kept their nerve and they've got a goal. The world exhales and Brazil rejoices, and it is 1-1 between Brazil and Jamaica. Bad distribution there for Andre Blake. He's given Anthony a chance to run with the ball here, and a ball for Firmino. It's gone in. Gabby Jesus to break Jamaican hearts in the 84th minute. The Brazilians are back, and they've survived, it would seem. It's gone on for Lawrence. It's the last chance for Jamaica here. Lawrence off for Khalid Hens. Oh, surely not. It's saved by Alisson Becker. And that will do it. Imagination sufficiently captured, but they ran out of gas in the second half. Charles Cook and Leon Bailey both succumbing to the injuries, and Gabby Jesus just throwing his body around has provided a scrappy, ugly win for Brazil. Jamaica has fallen. Sudden death here for Mexico. Ter Stegen saved it. Germany go through. And Argentina, more importantly, Lautaro Martinez is in the quarterfinals. 2-0 to Spain. A European Championship 2 years ago does not mean success here. The Italians beaten by the Spaniards, as Spain really is returning to fine form along with Germany after the hangover from a World Cup win. Quarterfinals are set, and the first one is Nigeria-England. We are on 100 minutes without a goal. The shooting has been poor. Maddison towards the middle. Oh, it fell for Rashford and Sterling! Raheem! The dream! Semi-final 10 minutes away. Raheem Sterling! England are back in the semi-finals of a World Cup. Onward and upward. In the quarterfinals of the World Cup, will Croatia keep its magic going for back-to-back World Cup semi-final appearances? Or will Portugal push on for Ronaldo's sake, for its nation's sake, in a generation that's capable of winning major international tournaments and try and snatch the ultimate one. But it'll fall for Brozovic. Back for Josip Bricolo, goes himself. And it's right at Rui Patricio. Bruno Fernandes from some distance. Oh, Bruno Fernandes! That's it for Portugal. That's more like it. Livakovic couldn't read the spin, and he's been beaten from a magic distance here. 5 minutes and change left. Ronnie Lopez is in no particular hurry to take the corner, and Florentino Luis is tumbled. Portugal will have a penalty to put this away. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he scored it. He had to. Of course he did. 2-0 Portugal. And Portugal are through 2-0 to a World Cup semi-final. How many caps and goals does Ronaldo have? It's an excellent question. He has 195 and 106 goals.
That's a lot of goals, caps.
All right, Brazil, Spain, Germany, Argentina. There are really no big dogs. It's really a crying shame. There are not a lot of big teams left, you know. All right, Clive. What? Get out of the pub, Clive. Okay, you just missed a match. This is the World Cup, Clive. I had 3 points for all the people that work for the World Cup. I can't possibly be expected to avoid that. The World Cup. Get back, Clive. Wake up. I mean, did you see? England's in the semi-final. Do you expect me not to take advantage of those 3 points? This is ridiculous. Okay, what's the match that we have before us? It's Germany and Argentina for the last spot in the World Cup semi-finals. There's just nothing into this first half between Argentina and Germany. Almada. Obondo on for Bustos. He's taken a lovely touch now across to Obondo! Oh, Augustine! Obondo! 2 of the no-names in the Argentinian team, Bustos and Obondo, have combined for the biggest goal in nearly a decade. They've done it. It's a thorough victory for Argentina. The better team from beginning to end. The Argentines are in the semi-final. Who does everybody think is going to win it? Portugal's the only semi-finalist to never have won. I mean, yeah, Brazil's won, Argentina's won, and England's won once. So yeah, Portugal's the only semi-finalist to have not won the whole thing. But who does everybody think is going to win? Argentina, Brazil. You've got your Englands out there, Argentina, Brazil. Seems like Portugal's really the biggest underdog out of the 4. All right, let's send it to Clive, shall we? Hello, all and one watching this World Cup semi-final. It's Portugal and Brazil. There's only one spot in the finals. Is it a Super Classico, Brazil and Argentina? Is it Neymar and Messi? Is it Ronaldo and Messi in the final? Or will it be England on the other side to greet the winner of this match, trying to bring it home for a second time? Portugal did well to dispatch Croatia. Brazil did well to dispatch Spain. Guerrero. Floated ball! Ruben Neves in the air for Portugal! All players, Ruben Neves rises above the crowd and heads one home. Portugal flying early. It'll be Neymar. Wide, Neymar with a free kick. Oh, my word! That was physically impossible. Unbelievable hit from Neymar when his team needed it most. Wonderful all-time goal in a World Cup semi-final. 1-1. Oh, intercepted by Gedson Fernandes. It could be on here for Portugal. Gedson Fernandes to his right foot, and it's saved by Alisson. They were back for Alexandro. Again, creative. He's gone down here. Oh, it has to be a foul on Jacques Cancelo. He was caught behind. It's an obvious penalty. It will be given. Jacques Cancelo was caught out of position. Neymar against Rui Patricio, who's had a wonderful tournament. Neymar. Oh, it's saved. Oh! The man for the big occasion, Rui Patricio, has saved it. But Brazil's not quite done. Vinicius Jr., Rui Patricio's there again. Just one blink of an eye away in either direction as we get very late here. And he hardly can comprehend the magnitude of making that save. Oh, this is massive. Alexandro, what's he done? He's come through the back. It's a red card. He's off. As we head into extra time, Portugal has a man advantage. Now Florentino Luis. On for Gedson. Rafael Guerrero dragging to the channel. Gedson. On for Guerrero. For Jota! He's onside! Diogo Jota! Diogo Jota! He's onside here! And ramped the ball in from Guerrero. Arthur intercepted. It's a counter. Diogo Jota, the man of the hour. Can he put it on ice here? He can! He was definitely onside for that one. Diogo Jota with a fabulous run and a mercurial finish. He's won it for Portugal. They're going to the World Cup final. Dance in the streets. Gabi Jesus with a lofted ball for Telles. It'd have to be a miracle, but they've got one. Oh, well, they got one back here. Vinicius Jr. And it's 3-2. Don't dance too much yet. But Portugal restarting has really never conceded, and they're going through. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. Patricio saves a penalty and Diogo Jota scores 2 extra time goals. One which is of immense controversy, but it looked like 84% of you said he was on. I believe in the spirit of the rule that he's onside there. Boys, girls, and attack helicopters. It's England and Argentina for a spot in the World Cup final. This is going to be a passionate match in the chat, I have a feeling. Let's send it over to Clive. There's not much else to say. It's been a magic run, but what matters now is there's 3 teams that can win it, and 2 of them are taking the field today. Here we are. 2 nations and 1 spot in the World Cup final. England making a return appearance, quite remarkably. Arguably the favourite based off of World Cup results. They have made a return appearance to the World Cup semi-final. What a generation this has been for the English national team. While Argentina, with a round of 16 exit to eventual champions France in 2018, have returned to the semi-finals as well. They made the finals in 2014. These are 2 teams that are familiar with this level of competition, and they have put Lionel Messi on the bench. There's no more talking to be done. It's the Khalifa International Stadium in Doha, Qatar, and the Winter World Cup, as it will come to be known, is set to kick off its final semi-final in the rain. Why is it raining in the desert? No one will know. What a take by Dele Alli. On to Phil Foden! What a start for England! Absolute liquid key. Oh, what a touch by Dele Alli in the rain. And he's laid it back for Phil Foden, who's just rambunctiously lurched forward and smashed one in. England in front inside 2 minutes. Oh, turned over. Phil Foden. He's got electricity in his boots here. Phil Foden. Surely he can't go all the way. He's hit the post. Almost. Did the unthinkable and dribbled the whole team. Ben Chilwell. He's gone off for Foden here. Nearly again for Phil Foden. What a 20 minutes for Phil Foden in the English national team. What a dominant display from England in those opening 20 minutes. And eyes on the bench for Argentina. When might we see Messi? Will we see Messi? We don't know the plan. Mount on for Foden. He's got it again, Phil Foden. And there he is. Lionel Messi's in the game for half an hour to make the difference. Oh, Stones, he was going for the ball here, but did Lisandro Martinez keep hold of him? This could be a massive decision. They've gone to VAR. And the penalty is given for England. It's Harry Kane to make it 2-0. And he scored it. A World Cup final is now half an hour away for England. Argentina need a goal to believe again. Elmada. Geish. Oh, it's symbolic from Dean Henderson. Adolfo Geish. The brand new substitute, and Dean Henderson's got lost in the woods here. Geish was ready. He was blinded but ready. And he's found the back of the net with 20 minutes to play. Almada. Is Argentina researching for a second? Lionel Messi hoping to not have heartbreak again here for him. Adolfo Geish driving. Oh my word! Of all people, the unlikeliest of heroes, Adolfo Geish whistles one in. He's got 2 goals. He's scored in the 90th minute of a World Cup semi-final to equalise. On towards penalties. Lionel Messi with one more free kick. Oh, and Dean Henderson had to be ready, and he was, to make the save. Penalties are beckoning for a spot against Portugal in the World Cup final. And Christian Romero has put it over the bar. England's going to penalties. And the first taker is Lautaro Martinez. He had a hat-trick in the World Cup round of 16. Oh, and he scored, but barely. Dean Henderson, who was wonderful in the first penalty shootout. He was really close to that take from Lautaro. Harry Kane, he's got it. Ruli's also been wonderful, the Argentinian keeper. There's been no holes in his game throughout this tournament. Harry Kane has put it home. Now it's Lionel Messi. Now he's here in the semi-final, and he's taken it well. Mason Mounts, he's on the ball, and he's scored it. The youngster, he's 2 for 2 in World Cup penalty shootouts. That's hard to teach. Gaish scores it. Henderson went the right way again, where it was a lovely take by Adolfo Gaish. Madison, he scored it. Rulli went the right way as well. DePaul will take. Oh, he scored. He went right under the crossbar down the middle. Henderson lurched to his right, tried to get back to the middle to make the save, and he couldn't quite get back. Now Phil Foden, the young superstar, faces down a nation. And Foden, oh, he scored right down the middle as well. He says, you can do it and I can do it too. And now it's Correa as we've entered sudden death on the 5th take. It's been perfect so far. Correa against Henderson. And Henderson saved it! Surely not again for England. Dean Henderson's made the save. And now it has to be John Stones. He scored the winner in the penalty shootout against Belgium. He has a chance to do it again. Staring down Rulli, the Argentinian goalkeeper. John Stones is the man! It's a World Cup final for England. John Stones is the man of the hour at the end. And it's more heartbreak for Lionel Messi and Argentina. Well, this is interesting. Ooh, this is a tasty final when you consider the number of viewers from these two countries. This is a tasty final.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Cup final. Where the hell is Clive?
All right, the World Cup is almost over. We have one more match left to show you, and it's the biggest one of them all. The anthems are done, the tears are dried. It's time. England and Portugal, one nation, will be celebrating in a way that it really has never celebrated before. One will be leaving a champion in Cristiano Ronaldo's final World Cup game. One of the all-time greats of the sport has a chance to bring his nation an honor they've never had before, while England has been living in perpetual agony, it seems, internationally since their World Cup title in the 60s. And that agony has already been erased when it comes to penalty shootouts. Will it be erased when it comes to World Cups? We're about to see. This is class from England. A brilliant ball onto Rashford here. And the first look for either team is Rashford. But Rui Patricio, who's been arguably the best goalkeeper in this tournament, is able to make the save. Along to Raheem Sterling! He was flummoxed by how open he became. But it's England that have got the initiative here. Marcus Rashford. He's pulled it back for Madison. Floated for Gomez. The centre-back has pushed himself all the way up. This is fluid stuff from Gareth Southgate tactically. And they've got a corner kick. James Madison bending towards Henderson. It will fall with Rashford in the edge of the area, but Portugal really have struggled to get themselves on the ball in the early stages. Tomori. Henderson's gone back for Chilwell. Now Tavares has poor clearance. Madison and Harry Winks tied together. Chilwell's gone down for Henderson. Winks, Madison. Henderson, Madison. Very comfortable just knocking it about here. This is not typical English fashion, but it is working. Ben Chilwell towards the end line. He's gone down. Oh, this could be it. Thomas Tavares. He's got stuck in. It's a penalty kick. Thomas Tavares. He left it on too long on Chilwell. It's a penalty, but Harry Kane, the normal penalty taker, is not available. Ben Chilwell, he went down like a sack of rocks, but Thomas Tavares has certainly left something on him from behind in the box. The inexperienced fullback has shown his inexperience. And Marcus Rashford, he's not the normal penalty taker because Harry Kane's on the bench. will take it against Rui Patricio. And might I remind you that Rui Patricio saved Neymar's penalty in the 74th minute of the semi-final. He's comfortable here. Rashford, it doesn't matter. England leads in the World Cup final. Marcus Rashford kept his nerve. Rui Patricio can't pull another rabbit out of the hat this time. He saved Neymar in the semi. He can't stop Rashford in the final. Madison's headed it away, but it's settled with Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva, he's hunting here, Bernardo. Rafa, saved by Dean Henderson. Very uncomfortably, that ate up his hands. And he barely got it around the post, Dean Henderson. Portugal desperate and certainly capable. Joe Gomez, it was bouncing around. And Joe Gomez is scored for England. No one could handle it except Joe Gomez. Of all people, Rashford with the assist on taking the first shot. It's a nightmare start for Portugal. It's a dream start for England. They really would desperately want a goal before the half if they're going to pull this off. Guerrero bending in. It falls for Florentino. Scrambling defending. Tammy Abraham's the one that's got it clear for England. And now Guerrero on a set piece. It's a brilliant ball. Oh, Ruben Diaz, how do you miss that for Portugal? And now they're fully set up. Florentino Luis looking to facilitate. He's left it for Cancelo, who's barely kept it, but he has for Tavares and Rafa. It's held by Dean Henderson. He's left back for Rashford as well. Rashford's on his right foot here. And he fancied his chances, but he's left it wide of the post. Portugal will feel hard done to be down by 2. But England perhaps deserving of the lead after 20 minutes of dominance and Chilwell's creativity to draw it. England is 45 minutes away from a World Cup. Portugal, on the final hurdle for the first time in their history, are trying to clear it, and they'll need heroics in this second half to do so. They've never won the World Cup, Portugal. England has won it once. The inventors of the beautiful game have put a team on the field that's gotten them all the way back to the precipice. On for Joao Cancelo's good movement from Portugal, and a good chance for Bernardo Silva. Florentino, that's slippery for Cancelo. Again running with pace. Diogo Jota, what a save by Dean Henderson as Jota flashes in front. Tavares will drag it back for Romario Barro. A hydroplaning strike towards the corner. That's collected by Henderson. 15 minutes for England to end a generation of agony. Raheem on the door. Eric Dyer's coming for Rashford. It's a defensive substitution. Deep ball. And the header's gone. Portugal very threatening on set pieces, and they've got another one. Rafael Guerrero. It's a scramble. Oh, there's a whistle, and I do believe it was a handball on Portugal. 5 minutes in stoppage time for Portugal to try and pull back, but Tammy Abraham's running rampant. Tammy on for Sterling, and it's bungled out by Rui Patricio for a corner. England are very nearly champions of the world again. It's that close now for them. On 2 first half goals off the line by Luis. There's a large difference between saying something is possible and actually doing it. In the greatest exorcism that world football might have ever seen, the English national team has won 2 penalty shootouts in the World Cup knockout stages, made it to a World Cup final, survived a bottle, taken a 2-0 lead against Portugal, and put themselves a whistle away from a World Cup title. Portugal will have to wait for their glory, because it's England. It's England that have won the World Cup in 2022. Vamos, 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 vamos. Oh, golaço. Gol! Yeah, I think we did a good job there, chap.